All right, they both reset just now. They're looking for that bomb manipulation timer.
So once again, Cantaloupeme and Breastickle, we are now underway.
Yeah, so a little quick talk about the bomb manipulation. Somebody did a study a while back to determine when the dark nuts are likely to drop a bomb when killed when they get to this room, and it's about like 1 minute after the RNG starts when the game powers on. And so waiting a title screen for that and then starting the run will help you hit that high point for RNG.
Yep, so we'll see if either one of them gets that bomb drop off the first orange dark nut. Here we are in level 3. Once again, it's usually pretty early. If you're playing this game casually, it's pretty early going to level 3 because, again, you're talking about dark nuts that have 4 hits and you lose 1 heart every time you get bopped by them. So let's see if either one of these players gets that bomb drop off that orange. They both do!
Beautiful. We got a 48 door for BT. 49 for Cantaloupe, I would expect.
Yep, so right now these players are neck and neck. This is what we like to see here in these Zelda races. A very, very close competitive race. Both of these players going to get the key above this orange dark nut room. It's all going to come down to who can place these bombs the best.
I think Cantaloupe got I don't know. Looked like he didn't get as good of a pattern there.
Yeah, unfortunate. He did keep his count because he has not lost any of his hearts, but this bomb placement is everything. He's got his bombs.
Good. So we like to see.
Indeed. Breastickle will be the first to pick up the raft, but Cantaloupe going to be right behind him, just a few seconds behind. So now the next hurdle is who can kill the Troll Dongo, not the Troll Dongo, but the Troll Handler, the Man Handler, the fastest.
BT's going to pump his lead a little bit. Every time he does a turn from up to right, right to up, he cuts 1 frame. He probably gained about 1/10 of a second in that empty dark nut room.
Now, the little bit of a deficit. Ooh, nice shot by Cantaloupe to bomb both of those orange dark nuts to get his free bombs right there. So that was a good play. I was about to say BT is going to have more chances to kill this man Handler than Cantaloupe does, but both of these players are going to actually have the same amount of chances. BT whiffing completely on the first 2 shots, but gets the bullseye on the third. Nicely done by Breastickle. Meanwhile, Cantaloupe not getting the cooperation. He does get it on a few tries, so he gets his bombs. BT is going to have a lead on him, but not too much of a lead.
Yeah, nearly equal in resources.
Yeah, so it was good to see that neither one took a death, and both of them did get the bomb drop off of that man Handler, so both of these players can go to level 4. They don't need to farm bombs off of moblins.
Many, many pumps for BT on the way to 4.
Oh, absolutely. So here we are. Let's take a look. It's a 251 entry for BT going into level 4, and it looks like for Cantaloupe, he's going to be going into level 4 at a 259, about an 8-second lead for Breastickle.
BT is working his count.
Yeah, I would expect that both of these runners are going to work their counts to set up a bomb drop from the virus coming up in an NSU room.
Oh, no, no, no. They're going for the rupee first.
Ah, they want the money. They want the big money here because they're going to try to force that 5er off of the Zols here because they are in the money-dropping group. You can get 5 rupees off of them rather easily. So that was a good play there by Breastickle.
Cantaloupe being careful with his beam there. He doesn't want to accidentally send it off to the right and make more bats than intended.
BT getting a forced bomb drop from the Zols right there, so they are both in really good shape resource-wise. Let's see who's going to be the first to get through the breakfast room. Ooh, getting a 5 rupee off of that Zol does Breastickle, so now he's got 10 rupees to Cantaloupe's 1.
And Cantaloupe carefully preserves his bomb count that he had in that corner tight with all the bubble chasing him.
Well, based on these cash totals, it's looking like Cantaloupe might be going after the double hundo route, while Breastickle is having his eyes set on potentially going for the 30-30.
Yeah, I think Cantaloupe could probably cut his losses at this point and just ignore the rest of the rupees in the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. BT, let's see if he collects all of the rupees. Yes, he does. So he's got 20 rupees to his name. And he's got 2 bombs. So right now, Cantaloupe has the resource advantage in terms of the bombs. BT has the resource management in terms of the cash.
Right, and I'd say that right now, Cantaloupe has a more a safe position here because he doesn't need to worry about. Look at those double bombs, misses.
So he'll just have to use his sword to take down that last fire. Not a problem at all by BT. He still has his beam sword, so let's see how he does against Gleeok. Again, we're looking for 16 hits, 10 on the first head, 6 on the second, 1 heart of damage every time you get hit by its fireballs, and 3/8 of heart damage. Yes, you heard me right. 3/8 of heart damage if you get hit by its head. So good fight there by breastickle. Did take a couple of hearts of damage, but it was still a pretty quick and efficient fight. But look at the fight that Cantaloupe had. It was flawless. He will have no refill and will gain some time on BT. This is about a 5-second race.
A couple things happening there. Cantaloupe's 30-30 dream might not be dead yet. He ended up forcing a bomb and getting a bomb drop from the virus. BT was actually trying to force a rupee from Gleeok by stabbing the red head with his sword.
Yep.
He didn't manage to pull it off, though, without getting hit.
Yep. Cantaloupe is only 3.5 seconds behind BT at this point, so we've got ourselves a really good race early on.
Ooh, wow, look at that. Just like that. Cantaloupe's probably ready for a 30-30 run.
Yep, he's definitely in range of getting a 30-30. If he can get some good drops potentially off of Stalfos, which also are in the money-dropping group, we may see both of these runners go after the 30-30 right now. So this is looking to like be a potential of a maybe sub-30 off of both of these runners. Who knows?
And they did a little high five in the door there.
BT collecting 6 rupees off of the Stalfos here, and unfortunately Cantaloupe just gets 1 rupee. So BT looking to be in really good shape of going for the 30-30 route. He's just one. Nope, correction. He's 0 rupees away. He just got a 5er from that orange Gorilla.
Yeah, he is comfortably ahead on his rupee count, and his bombs are in okay shape. He might like to keep track of his count and get one more bomb force on his way to the recorder room.
So right now, BT has a little bit of a lead, but that lead is going to extend just a little bit, just by the virtue of the fact he doesn't have to do the double hundo route. So he's going to gain about another 10 seconds off Cantaloupe by the virtue of that, unless Cantaloupe somehow gets some lucky 5ers at the end of this.
I think we're going to see Cantaloupe take his current count to a rupee and then probably kill levers outside. Actually, I would expect that to be a possibility here, rather than going to the double hundo.
Yep, we'll see what Cantaloupe does have in mind, though. BT here.
He is guarding that count going around the Gorilla.
Ooh, he is. So he's going after it. Yes, he gets the 5 rupee off of that Wallmaster.
Yeah, it's good for him to get that before the Aquamanus fight, because sometimes you can lose it here just by making a small mistake.
So BT is going to be the first to get the Triforce out of level 1. He doesn't have a refill. Cantaloupe also doesn't have a refill, so it's 8 minutes as the screen disappears for Breastickle. On Cantaloupe's side, it's 8:05. He's got about a 5.5 second lead, does Breastickle.
Now, if BT doesn't work a bomb count here, he'll be a little bit lean going into the recorder room. Nothing he hasn't done before.
Right. Cantaloupe, meanwhile, needs to build that count up to 10 because he wants to force that 5 rupee off of the 10th enemy. Stab that 10th enemy, and he gets a rupee off of one of those Tektites. There's the 5er. No, that's not a 5er. I thought that was the 5er right there. Got a little bit excited. He's got 28 rupees to his name. He just needs a couple more, and he can avoid having to do the double hundo.
BT has forced his bomb there. He waited for that Octorok to run up to the bomb wall. That was impressive.
So what I think Cantaloupe's going to do, he's going to get that count to 10, and he's going to force the 5 rupee off a Tektite coming up. There's the 5 rupee.
Maybe not exactly where he wanted it, but yeah, it was safer than losing it to a Tektite for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So good strategy there by Cantaloupe. Breastickle gets into the candle room at 9:13. Looks like Cantaloupe is going to be roughly 10 seconds behind BT. Call it 9 seconds.
Yeah, it's a very respectable race time for getting the blue candle.
Absolutely. So both of these runners are going to be going into level 5. Blue Darknuts, Gibdos, and the Room of Requirement coming up. BT makes a nice use of that bomb there to take care of the Gibdo and collect his key. Cantaloupe looks like he does the same thing. Well played by both of our runners here.
Cantaloupe loses his count. The Gibdo went away from him when he was trying to steal.
Yeah, a little bit of a tough break there by Cantaloupe, so he'll have a 2-heart deficit going into the room of requirement. No penalty box for BT. He's got the maximum number of bombs. Let's see if he can put them to work.
Nice pattern there for him, and he's really making good use. Cantaloupe, got a tight pack there.
Ooh, and he's going to lose his count again, so he needs a... Oh, he's down to half a heart. He needs to be careful. Gets a fairy. Can he get it? Yes. So unfortunately, not as smooth of a room of requirement as it was for breastickle for Cantaloupe, but he does take down the last blue dart nut, and he still keeps his hopes alive. The important thing was he did not die. It's 10:48 coming out of the recorder room for breastickle. For Cantaloupe, it is going to be a 10:58. So it's a 10-second race still between these two.
Yeah, he really hasn't lost much time since the blue candle get.
Absolutely. This is still a competitive race. Unfortunately, BT taking a bot from the blue dart nut. Very unfortunate right there to lose his beam sword, and luckily does not get tagged. Cantaloupe does not get tagged from the blue dart nut, so he's in good shape. So both of these runners doing quite well, but their bomb counts are on the low side, both.
And BT had the exact resources he wanted for the fastest second leg of 5, but he did not get the Gibdo movement he was looking for there.
No, not at all. And let's see if either of these players decide to force a bomb. Cantaloupe gets a 5 rupee out of that soul right there. But he's looking for bombs.
Could have had a bomb force there, but he would have lost a menu anyway if he had gotten a bomb.
And so it looks like both of these runners are going to either go for the stab strats. Well, this could come into play for BT because he was doing that during the practice before this race starts, and that is now going to come into play. He's not going to have enough bombs to take care of Dig Dogger. Neither is Cantaloupe.
They're both going to use the fastest strat where place the first bomb and it gives them a free menu to the recorder. Saves that menu cost, 2.25 plus seconds. So this is the preferable strat, assuming you can get a bomb back in level 2 without losing time.
He's got to be careful here, breastickle. One more hit. He's down for the count. He gets it. Nice job by BT. He is out of level 5. Now let's see how Cantaloupe does against Dig Dogger. And he's got a couple more hits left to go. Needs to get one more hit. He got him. And gets a fairy drop. His refill will be considerably less than BT's.
Yeah, that's good for him. They both did not have the cleanest Dig Dogger fights, and you get a little clench going when Dig Dogger gets to full speed.
Right now, it's about 11-second lead for breastickle, so still pretty close between the two runners. But right now, BT's got the slight edge as both of these runners are going to be getting ready to go to level 2.
Nice movement here from BT. Gets a quick clip across that laggy screen.
Yep, he picks up his 100 rupees here from the dead row. Yep, Cantaloupe getting the screen scroll, what he needs. He gets his 100 rupee secret right here, so... They're going to be doing this world wrap right here to get to the other side of the world, the east side of Hyrule, and that's how they're going to get to level 2. Now, both of our runners have no bombs, so they're going to have a little bit of work to do at the beginning of level 2, but there's plenty of bombs to go around, thankfully, for both of our runners.
Yeah, if they kill the Master Guerrilla room, even if they don't get a bomb, it's not the biggest time loss in the world.
No, not at all, because again, plenty of bombs to go around. They'll get a lot of them from the Guerrillas. There's one at the second to last room, and of course, not Dig Dogger, but Dodongo can provide some bombs for our runners at the end too. Cantaloupe having just a little bit of trouble doing that screen scroll right there, but he's going to pick up his 30 rupee right now, as breastickle will be the first one to enter level 2.
14:25 BTN.
Yep, so Cantaloupe is going to be, I'd say, about roughly 15 seconds behind BT. Still a very close race between the two.
BT's hit his rupee requirement already. Anything on top of this is just bonus money for arrow shooting.
Yep, and Cantaloupe is just 1 rupee away himself, and what we mean by the 140 rupees, and there's the Master Gorilla, but no bombs for BT. Tough break there. Cantaloupe getting a plethora of rupees from those robes, which are, again, are also in the money-dropping group. BT also getting some fast cash, so both runners have the 140.
See some good candle use out of BT. There it is.
No bombs for Cantaloupe in the Master Room either, so both of these runners are in the same predicament in their bombs. They're going to have to work for them. Now, what I was going to say is back to the 140. You need 140 rupees in order to purchase the bait and the wooden arrows, which are both items that are required to beat this game. Oh, that one rope going ole against Cantaloupe me in that room, but does take care of the last rope. Now he's going to have a chance here to take, wow, pretty good room here. He gets a 5 rupee off of a red gorilla. That must have been the 10th enemy with the stab right there, so that was a good room by both. Breastickle does get the 6 bombs, which he's 1 bomb short of level 7, but Cantaloupe's in good shape.
Yep. So BT has enough rupees he can buy the bombs if he needs to. I guess we'll see what he does.
So it was 1556 as it disappeared versus 1609. It's now a 13-second lead for Breastickle, so Cantaloupe did gain a couple of seconds in that level too. So we're looking for both of these runners to pull off the tri-quarter maneuver here, and Breastickle has his recorder ready. He does it successfully, it looks like.
Yep, no root quarter risk in this. Doing the root quarter to the shop here only saves 2 seconds with optimal execution, and it's risky.
Cantaloupe going around the whirlwind so that he does not get sucked into the level that he had blown the whistle to, and he'll get his bait. Bait costing 60 rupees, the wooden arrow costing 80 rupees. Of course, you need the wooden arrows to take down the Goma coming up here in level 6. But before we go to level 6, they're going to go to level 7. Tell you what, both of these runners are putting up a clinic right now. They have done very, very well up until this point. Their rupee counts are similar. Cantaloupe might have the very small edge given that he's got enough bombs to fully complete level 7 optimally.
Let's see if BT's gonna... Yeah, it looks like BT's... Nope. Thought maybe you might get the bomb from that room, but I think he's gonna pass on it.
Yeah, it takes 2 bombs to kill a blue gorilla. Well, it's gone anyways because he just got bopped by a banana.
I think that we'll see him try to get it either from the dongos or from the blue gorilla room if he can't get a random on the way.
Yeah, there's not too many orange gorillas to go around. There's some orange gorillas right here, but no, he's just going to go ahead and go into cruise control right now. Looks like BT having a little bit of menuing trouble here, and that's going to allow Cantaloupe to catch up. He's got it to about 5 seconds now as Cantaloupe. This is a race.
BT might be paying attention to his count.
Oh, he got bopped, so whatever count he had, he just lost it. Yeah, he was trying to get some bombs off of orange gorillas, and to no avail. Bad break there by BT, and Cantaloupe is right on his heels. Ooh. It's literally a second. This is where Cantaloupe can pick up some more time on BT, is this Dig Dogger fight right here. Can he execute? BT just needs to get rid of 1 segment and get out of there. That's exactly what he's going to do. Having a little trouble, but he does manage to escape. And this is going to allow Cantaloupe to take the first lead here.
Yeah, it looks like BT did not like his option of trying to force from the Dongo.
Hey, here's something you don't see every day. I'm sorry I interrupted you right there, but there's something you don't see every day. A bomb off of a Wallmaster.
Yeah, you have to not get hit in level 7 in order to get that.
Yeah, so that was amazingly done there by Cantaloupe. He is going to come out of level 7 first, and that was a good Aquamentus fight right there. And his refill is going to be minimum, just a half hour. BT dies in level 7!
Oh no.
Oh, man!
That is disappointing.
And that could be all she wrote right there, because he died very late into that dungeon. He has to go all the way back into the beginning. Ah, a terrible break there by BT.
It's been a terrible break ever since level 2. He didn't get bombs. He didn't have a good Dodongo. And all that has snowballed to this point where his bomb situation put him into jeopardy with that Dig Dogger fight.
It just took one bomb, and you notice he only had 6 bombs going to level 7. You have to have 7 to have the optimal level 7. And it just goes to show you, folks, that resource management means everything, and you just saw the penalty right there.
Yeah, and we saw in the last race where Amo took his bonus money and bought a bomb. That's the kind of situation that Amo avoided right away by buying that bomb.
All right, meanwhile, Cantaloupe is starting at level 6. He gets a clock drop. Unfortunately, no extra bombs for Cantaloupe, but he is still in good shape health-wise, and he does have 3 bombs, which is enough to get through level 6. Obviously, you want to have as many bombs as you can, because you got to have at least 2 bombs in level 8. So Cantaloupe, at this moment, has no extra bombs for this dungeon. Cantaloupe taking some damage here in the magical breakfast room, but he is still in decent shape with his 6 hearts. He probably wished he had a little more health than that, but he could probably do this.
Yeah, BT's still being careful with that room that killed him.
Yeah, he's only got 3.5 hearts to his name right now, so he was making sure that he was not going to take any boomerang damage or Blue-Garia body damage either. So
he entered that room with 1.5.
Yeah, so breastickle is done with level 7. So now Cantaloupe, this is a crucial room here for Cantaloupe. Again, he's only got 6 hearts. You lose 2 hearts to a blue Wizrobe beam and 4 hearts to a red Wizrobe beam, but he does take care of the second magical breakfast room. He still has 6 hearts to his name, so looks like he's in pretty good shape to get out of this level on a good pace.
Yeah, it was kind of like in a situation where he might have been in trouble there, but once he got inside the like, he was really actually overall going to mitigate the total amount of damage he's likely to take in that room, because inside of a like is actually a pretty safe place to be. You can't take damage in there.
Well, look at the rich getting richer. Cantaloupe getting a nice bomb drop from those Vires right there. So now he's going to have the maximum bombs for level 8. And 1 shot, 1 kill, and he gets a fairy drop. That refill is going to be quite small for Cantaloupe. That was a very, very good level 6. So he's out of there at a sub-23 pace. Nicely done.
What damage?
Yeah, what damage? Exactly. Now BT will try his luck into level 6 as both of our runners give them a high five at each other. And BT, he knows he's got to play clean the rest of the way and hope that Cantaloupe makes a mistake.
Yeah, he has about a 2-minute deficit almost, about a 150, I'd say.
And John Taben in chat making a very good point. I know Cantaloupe is not a fan of the potion, and in spite of his lead, I wouldn't expect him to take a potion this time either. BT trying to take care of this first magical breakfast room, gets rid of the last orange Wizrobe and the last pancake. A pretty good job by BT. Now, his health situation is not too much better than Cantaloupe's. He's at 6.5 hearts, make it 7.5, getting that drop. And meanwhile, Cantaloupe approaching the first of the 2 Blue Lagoon rooms. We call it the Blue Lagoon room because you've got blue dart nuts and you've got these BMOS turret statues that really lag up the room, make it go really slow.
Yeah, we saw him start the room off with a huge amount of slowdown. Double fairy for BT.
Wow, nice double fairy by BT to get his beam sword back. That is something you don't see very often. Unfortunately, gets a little bit too aggressive with that last pancake, but he's still in good shape health-wise. That was a nice second Blue Lagoon room by Cantaloupeme. He has all but 1 heart to his name after that. That is pretty good when you have that kind of health.
All right, BT's out of 6.
Yep, he's got the Triforce in hand out of level 6. Cantaloupe is now going to take his hand against the 4-headed Gleeok. We need 9 hits on him. Very good fight by Cantaloupe. And he's going to take this heart for safety.
Safety heart? Come on, man.
Well, why not? Again, he's a guy that does not take potions typically, so he's going to go ahead and take the safety heart. So he's going to have 14 hearts to work with in level 9 instead of 13 that you might normally see. BT could have the same choice here. He'll be going to level 8 shortly.
I'd say Cantaloupe 15 hearts, in my opinion.
So Cantaloupe has 6 bombs. He probably wishes he had maybe another bomb in hand, so he's going to go after that blue Octorok. No luck, but 6 bombs should be enough to complete level 9. He'd probably like to get a bomb dropped so that he'd have extra bombs for Reverse C. Now BT tried his luck here in the first Blue Lagoon room. Does not get hit by the blue Dartnuts, but the BMOS turret statues had their way with him, losing a heart and a half.
12 damage bomb for BT.
BT getting a fairy drop. Oh, but the blue Dartnuts push him north. Oh, don't want to be going that way. That's a tough break there by BT, so he's going to lose some progress.
Yeah, he lost some of that damage.
Yeah, for those of you who are wondering, if you continue to go that way, you will make your way towards the magical key, which will unlock any locked door that you come across the rest of the way. Cantaloupe, unfortunately, doesn't have his beam sword anymore for level 9. He's got 14 rupees to his name, and he's currently sitting on 4 bombs. So I'll be curious to see if he decides to take out Patra 1 or force a 10 count to get a bomb off Zols coming up a little bit later. Nice skip there by Cantaloupe. No damage from Patra 1.
BT set up the bomb force a bit early. He still had a lot of stuff to dodge before he's going to be able to reap that.
Yep, still pretty good level 8 by BT, but his bomb count is low. It's only at 4, so he'll have a decision to make with his bomb situation.
Oh, Cantaloupe's got himself in the corner. Oh, wow.
Wow, gets the merciful fairy, and he's got his beam sword back. Cantaloupe right now is in cruise control. And he's not going after the bomb drop from the Zol, so he's going to have 0 bombs to work with in the Reverse C room, because you have to have 1 to bomb into the Reverse C, and you have to have 2 more afterwards.
Well, BT's rock manipulation worked that time.
Ooh, Cantaloupe getting a bomb drop from that orange Wizrobe, so now he's got extra bombs for Reverse C if he decides to use it. But the bubbles are playing kind to him. He does not get bubbled. He doesn't need bombs. That was a great Reverse C room by Cantaloupe. Right now, Cantaloupe on a sub-31 pace, which is a really, really good time for a race. He has been playing lights out.
BT does work a bomb force at the first breakfast room of 9. But he's got the bombs to continue on here.
Yeah, BT's in good shape right now, but at this point, it's going to take the same thing that it was going to take Zarnax 42 at this point. It would take a lot of trolling from Patrick, too. Let's see what Cantaloupe decides to do. He only gets bopped once, so that's not too bad.
BT dodges the FU beam.
Yeah, no one likes to see that FU beam from the blue Wizrobe coming out of that room, but it happens. Nice skip of Patra 1 as well by BT, and tell you what, if it just wasn't for that unfortunate death in level 7, we would have ourselves a race, because BT's been playing lights out since then. Look at this, he gets a clock drop, so he can take care of the rest of these blue Wizrobes without taking any damage. He'll keep his beam sword.
Nice, that was a nice manipulation by Cantaloupe on the final Wizrobe Trap Room.
Cantaloupe has plenty of health. He's got 9.5 hearts to work with, so it's looking pretty good for Cantaloupe. He's just got to take down one more Patrick Gannon, and he will be moving on to the winner's bracket semifinals. So let's see what happens. BT is going to try to get this clip here, but he's going to the south. Patrick 2 trolling only gets popped once, though, luckily. Cantaloupe, meanwhile, playing a very, very safe and very, very good fight. But Patrick trolling and going to the blocks.
Patrick's trying to bait it back into the stairs.
Yep, one more time. Here's Gannon. We need 4 hits. Cantaloupe's got plenty of health. Then we'll have some bacon and the Triforce. What pattern are we getting up? He does not get the pattern he wants. There's 2, 3. There's the stun lock. We've got bacon. Cantaloupe gets the Triforce of Power. And Cantaloupe Me will win this race and advance to the next round to face off against either 4-Eye Steven or Lack Attack 24. Well done.
Winning time 30-44 on SRL by Cantaloupe. At the same time that Cantaloupe was fighting Ganon, BT had a very clean reverse C room.
Oh, absolutely. BT has just been flying through this game ever since he took that death in level 7. And it's just unfortunate that that happened because this was a very, very close race up till then. So Cantaloupe Me going to the winner's bracket semifinals. He is only a couple of matches away from advancing to the Grand Championship. And make sure you give both Cantaloupe Me and breastickle a follow. They did a really, really good job with their race today. It was they played out of their heads. They played extremely well tonight.
BT uses the traps to damage boost around the diamond that was being guarded by the orange Wizrobe.
Yep, and I tell you, BT has just been cleaning out this level 9 like it's been nothing. He uses his last bomb on the staircase for a little bit of swag, and now he'll go to work against Patra 3. Now, he took a bop there, which is not really going to affect him. He still has enough to withstand one high roll driver. Here's Ganon again. We need 4 hits. Let's see how BT does. Does not get the good Ganon there. He gets the right spawn, 2. Another right spawn. Tough break. There's 3. Gets the left on the 4th one. Down goes Ganon. We've got more bacon and another Triforce of Power. So BT will finish this race a little under 2 minutes behind Cantaloupe. Level 7, proving to be the difference.
Yep. Swag arrow right above Zelda's head.
And we do have BT in the commentator's booth with us. BT, GG. Unfortunate what happened in level 7, but after that, you were on cruise control, man.
Yeah. Yep.
It's tough, man.
Whole bunch of things went wrong. You know the first thing that went wrong. What set this in motion?
The bombs, of course. You didn't have enough bombs.
I'm trying to think if you've got a different idea in mind, but I mean, the Dodongo was... What happened? Tell me what it is in your head.
I got no bomb drops from random ever. Yeah. I had forced. Couldn't get a banana. Got a banana. Couldn't get a drop. Couldn't get a bomb to appear, and the Dodongo turned down and brought me down to 6. I'm okay being at 7 bombs in 7. I'm not okay being at 6.
Yeah.
And then everything went wrong after that.
Yeah, that's crazy that you got no candy bombs in that entire run. Man, that's just brutal luck, man, because both you and Cantaloupe, you kept yourself close the entire time through level 7, and then the bomb situation came back. Yikes.
Yeah, so I got bopped by a last-second banana with a 5 count going into the river room, or a 6 count. I was like, oh, this will be really easy. I'll just kill the Keese, and then I'll bomb a couple Gorilla, and I'll Unos my way through this 7. And then I got hit the last second, and I'm like, okay, well, now I'm past the meat room where I can get a free bomb. I have no count, and I just decided I was just going to destroy that river room, and then I was like, okay, I need to get a lucky bomb. Didn't get a lucky bomb, got the Dig Dogger, and I was like, well, I can spend 20 seconds waiting for a Dodongo to line up, or I can just conserve a bomb on Dig Dogger. So I killed one Dig Doggette, and then I tried to run away, and I got hit 3 times just escaping from Dig Dogger, inexplicably.
Were you watching when Zarnax had the same problem? And he was trying to escape that room in the previous race, and he couldn't get out.
Yes. I think Digdogger should behave like Landmala and I don't know, disengage when it's on the opposite side of the map. But whatever. The thing was just hounding me. I would have. But yeah, the Dodongos went away. I got nothing. Then I died. So.
Yeah, that just sucks, man.
What do you do?
I don't know, man. You didn't get any bombs. I mean, you left 2 with 6, and it's like, oh god. No matter what, you had the money to stop and shop, but then you lose your arrows for the river room. It's somewhere you were gonna have to lose time.
I thought of all of that, and I didn't even know I had 1 rupee on Goma. I was just so glad that shot landed.
Man, yeah.
13-second issue.
Oof, yeah. But BT, obviously you're not out of the tournament yet, but this could be a blessing in disguise because you could have been facing Lack Attack next, but then again, maybe you would have wanted Lack Attack.
Oh, I want Lack. I will have Lack. Don't worry.
Yeah, we've got a lot of matches to play to figure out who your next opponent will be, BT.
So I get to take like a little nap here.
Yeah.
Naps are good.
What up, Faf? GG.
Yes, hey. Indeed. We do have Cantaloupeme in the commentator's booth. Congratulations. A very, very solid time you put up. A very competitive race until what happened in level 7. So go over this run with us.
I'll just, just played my game and just started off real slow. Manhandled, tried to end it right there. And I just, I did what I could to get through that. And everything went pretty smooth. I was just, once I, was getting drops and stuff, I was like, okay, just go in cruise control, whatever happens happens, and I was listening to the restream, so I knew BT had a good lead. And then I was like, when I heard the unfortunate thing, I was like, well, shoot.
Yeah, I know, because you had told me earlier that you were hoping for a very competitive race, and for the first,
it still was.
It still was, indeed.
Yeah, and I could have easily died in 8 and 6. I had low health in there. I mean, even if you're in the lead, nerves can still get you and make you do some weird movements and stuff. But it's just one of those things. Zelda's a brutal game. I mean, BT's played it a gazillion times. I have, and Eunice has. We all know how this thing can sting, and it happens.
Yeah, I honestly, until like maybe 3 weeks ago, I have no business beating Cantaloupe in a race, but my average split's been coming down and my gameplay's been so good. I have a really good chance for him to make a mistake.
Well, I didn't need to make a mistake because you were playing really well the whole time. I mean, I was behind at the beginning. I mean, even on my splits, I was behind, but you were playing outstanding. We both got initial bomb drops in 3. I think that was your only random drop, right?
Yeah, I mean, that was the best race I've ever had this game.
Mm-hmm.
The minus the death, that would have been a race PB by 15 seconds.
Yeah, and I think without the death, you probably would have won.
Possibly, don't know. I would have had no bombs. I would have had to gone to Gleok if I didn't die.
Unless you got a
6.
random drop in 6.
Yeah,
but
I don't understand. I can't force it.
Yeah, it ain't over yet though, man. You still got that bracket down at the bottom, and I'm gonna try to send Lack to you. Okay?
Yeah, you send him down, man. Because you get best of 3, I think, in your next matchup. So you get to prove who's what.
Well, Lack hasn't won yet. He does have to face off against Steven, and Steven's a giant killer. Anything can happen.
That's right. I completely forgot about that. When we go into the winners bracket semifinals, he's become best of 3.
Yeah. Yep.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even more Zelda action for everybody.
Wow, that is going to be phenomenal. So, starting at the winners bracket semifinals, and sometime down, I believe it's the losers bracket quarterfinals. We start best of 3s in those rounds.
Yes, and the grand finals is there'll be a best of 5. But here's the kicker: the winner of the winners bracket finals gets a 1-game advantage.
So in this one, we do have an advantage for whoever emerges from the winner's bracket. And very interesting, because in the sister tournament we have going on, the Zelda Randomizer, the Grand Championship is a best of 3, and there is no incentive for either.
Yep. We chose that to give the winner of the top bracket, an advantage because they hadn't been beat yet. So it's just one of those things. You got to, if you get through that winner's bracket on top, you're going to have a 1-game advantage. Your opponent has to beat you 3. You have to beat them 2 times. That's a grind session. It's not going to be easy for either person.
Absolutely. So again, Cantaloupe, congratulations on your victory. So your next opponent is either going to be 4i Steven or Lack Attack 24, and no matter who you have to face, it should be a good one.
Hey, I'm just going to play my game, man. That's all I can do. Play my game and see what happens. But thank you all, and I'll let you guys close it out. And y'all have a good night.
Woo! Thank you, guys.
Good game, guys.
Good game.
All right, so that is going to do it for us tonight here on Speed Gaming 3. Before we go, other Legend of Zelda Any % No Up+A tournament races going on this week. We currently don't have restream postings on this, but we do have the times. On the 14th, Lack Attack 24 and 4i Steven, that will be happening at 10:10 p.m. Eastern. That's right, 10:10 p.m. Eastern, 9:10 Central. Then later on, we're going to have Jay Coper and When Chuck Attacks. That'll be happening at 11 p.m. Again, these 2 races are on Wednesday. Then on St. Patrick's Day, we have Crystal Saver and Chess Jerk. That'll be happening at 10 p.m. Eastern. And then on the 18th, Cake Sauce and Redbird Grad, also at 10 p.m. Eastern. And one more thing I want to point out before we sign off. We do have one race, I believe, scheduled for Speed Gaming. That is coming up on 1:30 a.m. Eastern. So if you're willing to stay up late, we're going to see the frames saved and the animals killed as we have a Super Metroid race going on. Speed Gaming 1, 1:30 a.m. Eastern. So, Yunos, why don't you take us off?
Oh, okay. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Come back next time.
Indeed, and make sure you give all 4 of our runners and my commentator partner a follow. Again, that was Amo22, Zarnex42, Cantaloupeme, and Breastickle, and my partner Yunos. So this is LOZ Cards Fan 23 signing off. Have yourselves a great evening.